Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to the channel for more Destiny 2 news and intel. Today is the weekly reset, and with it, a whole bunch of new great vendor loot, as well as some new activities. We're going to cover the Nightfall for this week, so stick around till the end of the video for some clips on how to glitch the final boss in this week's Nightfall very easily as a solo player. We'll also cover some information for the future, some stuff you're going to want to know if you're hopping into the Nether in order to farm out any of the Barrow Dyad catalysts. We're also going to cover a few things regarding Vesper's Host, which is a featured dungeon this week, and some stuff for the new upcoming game Marathon, the new game from Bungie, which we'll finally get to see a little bit of gameplay for. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description box down below. And remember, any of those things that I just mentioned will also enter you into any future giveaways on this channel. We do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. When we reach 100,000 subscribers on the channel, we'll be giving away a new console or a video card if you play on PC. You can also stick around till the end of the video for the secret hashtag you can leave in the comment section for another entry into the next giveaway for this video, or you can just leave a comment down below on any of the topics of discussion in today's video. Always interested to hear all your thoughts or anything I might mispronounce. I'm sure there will be at least one thing. You can leave that in the comment section down below. All those things will also give you another entry into the next giveaway for this video. So to start off, over at Commander Zavala this week, for the featured Nightfall weapon, we have the Rake Angle and the Adept version, if you can complete the Nightfall on the GM difficulty. Don't really know too much about this particular glaive as far as how it's running with endgame PvE focus builds, as I'm sure it's more of a PvE weapon, though glaives have been very good in PvP at the moment, and we will have Trials of Osiris this week, so it might be worth checking out. Certainly a unique weapon in a stasis glaive. I'm sure a lot of people will still be wanting to farm out the Lotus Eater sidearm. Remember, even if you can get this only in the non-adept version, it is still very, very good with destabilizing rounds. And this week's Nightfall is a really easy one to farm out, especially for you solo players, as we have the Lake of Shadows Nightfall once again. Certainly one of the quickest ones in the current Nightfall rotation. And of course on the GM Nightfall rotation. If you're trying to do this on GM difficulty, for the champions we have Barrier and Unstop, we have Arc Threat, as well as a Strand Surge and a Void Surge, as well as a Machine Gun Surge. So I'm sure people will make very short use of this, or short work of this particular Nightfall this week, even on the GM difficulty. Always one of my favorites to farm, and as I said, we will have a few glitches for the boss if you're a solo player that we'll include at the end of the video. And if you want to know a little bit more about how to farm that particular Nightfall out, you can let me know in the comments section down below. I'll do a full gameplay of it and a full walkthrough. While we're on our directory screen, over in the Dreaming City, we have the Shattered Throne as one of our featured dungeons this week. Down on the moon, we have one of our featured raids in the Garden of Salvation, if you're trying to get the divinity. Over in SAVATHUN'S Throne World, we have our Spire of the Watcher as our other featured dungeon for the week, and then we have the Sundered Doctrine dungeon, also reset this week, if you're looking to still get the Finality's Augur. Over on our Legends page, we have the Presage as our exotic mission, if you're looking for Dead Man's Tale, and then we have King's Fall as our other featured raid for the week. It's also double Crucible ranks this week, so take advantage of that. For the Legendary Lost Sector this week, we have Perdition, which is a pretty easy one to farm out. And that will cover our tower vendors really quick. Over at Eververse this week, Oh, nice. I have a Bright Engram. We have the Don't Look Back ornament for the Getaway Artist, my favorite go-to exotic for Warlocks. Certainly a cool one there. I don't know if I've seen those sold before. We have the Vest Poison Shimmer shader. Hopefully these load, as they tend to not. We've had some server issues today. If you've been getting booped to orbit, I have as well. That's a cool shader. The Mercury Vrex Chrome shader as well. We have the Circling Sharks emote. We have the Zoning Out emote, which was kind of funny. The Coaxial Vine. Maybe I said that incorrectly. Another Warlock ornament for the Briarbines exotic. We have the Modded Shell, which is pretty cool. These are not loading for me for some reason. And then we also have the Pocket Ace ornament for the Ace of Spades. I would love to show you the Open Sky Tourer and the Helio. I have definitely said that incorrectly at least once before, but see if they load for some reason. Oh, it's loading. Okay. You can let me know how you actually pronounce that in the comment section down below, of course. A few more shaders. I did like this Ghost Projection. The Space Magic, gotta love it. Over at Banshee 44, a few better things this week. We have the Hollowed Words with Feeding Frenzy and Sympathetic Arsenal. We have the Enigma with Subsistence Frenzy. We have the Tarantula with Firmly Planted and Dragonfly. We have a Retrofit Escapade with Zen Moment, Frenzy, and Ambush. This is also a craftable weapon. You buy 5 of them. We have the Semotician, which I believe this is the first time I've seen Banshee sell this, with Wellspring, Explosive Light, and Head Rush. Also remember, rockets are really good right now since we got the new mods to our artifact, which are all rocket favored. And then we have another Path of Least Resistance, seems to always sell this, with Hipfire Grip, Harmony, and Ambush, also a craftable weapon. 3 craftable weapons available this week. I think the Semotician is probably the standout in my opinion. There is a interesting artifact perk at the moment. If you're not running rockets, you might want to. The Gold from Lead, picking up special ammo, has a chance to grant heavy ammo, but also the Perpetual Destruction, rapid final blows with non-exotic rocket launchers, refund ammo, and increase reload speed for a short duration. This is a very, very good perk if you're running rocket launchers. You basically never run out of ammo, so might be worth checking that one out. We'll run down to Ada1 really quick to see what other shaders she might have for this week. Maybe something fairly rare. And while we're heading there, I did want to mention that Vesper's Host, if you were looking to farm out the Icebreaker, is still very, very much bugged. And for some reason, the Icebreaker or Pinnacle rewards in general from the final boss are just not dropping. So that's unfortunate, but Bungie has let us know that that is actually a glitch. And yeah, maybe wait on farming out the Vesper's Host for Icebreaker until that is fixed. We have the Burgusian Knight shader, which I haven't seen sold in quite some time, and hopefully it loads because it's a pretty cool looking one if you ask me. Unfortunate. We also have the Tangled Rust shader, and then we had the new Monarchy Secession shader. None of these wish to load at the moment. There we go. Let's see the Burgundian Knight one. That was a really cool one. Yes, very purple. Gotta love it. Apparently I already have this one too, so maybe I should dig that out and use it again. Kind of a cool one. So yes, as I said, Vesper's host. Still bugged at the moment, unfortunately. Now, before I jump into the Nightfall gameplay for the Lake of Shadows this week, I did want to just mention the upcoming gameplay premiere for Marathon, the new Bungie IP. This has been a long time coming. We really have not seen anything as far as this game is concerned. There was a trailer, sort of a teaser trailer that came out, I believe it was on Tuesday, or no, last week. Excuse me, today is Tuesday. And it didn't reveal much, though it did give a little bit more of the aesthetic feel, I guess, of the game. Looks like it's going to be cool. Certainly a lot different looking than Destiny, and we don't know what kind of game it's going to be. I've heard some people say that it's going to be some sort of battle royale or a survivability game, kind of in line with Rust, but we're not really sure. But the gameplay premiere will be on April 12th at reset time. I believe that's a Sunday. So reset time in Destiny will also be the premiere of that trailer. So be on the lookout for that. Also this week, we have our story updates, and for the Nether, if you were still missing a couple of those catalysts because you weren't able to load into either the Founts or the Hull Breach, there was a bug that was fixed kind of last week where Bungie basically made the Hull Breach the only location where anybody loading into the Nether was going to actually spawn in. But unfortunately, Founts was not included in that, and people were still unable to get in there. So this week, they have updated the Founts and Hull Breach so that people are able to load into those, though they are not guaranteed. So they're still sort of an RNG location. So you can always, of course, keep loading into the Nether until you get one of those locations. Hopefully, that'll be worked out a little bit better than it is currently. I think most people only need those locations. So maybe Bungie will just institute another patch where those locations become the primary if you are looking for that specific catalyst for the Barrow Dyad. But should be able to get into them a bit easier now, fortunately. And now we're going to jump into that Nightfall gameplay. I'm just going to show a clip of the final boss encounter and how you can essentially get out of bounds for solo players and glitch the boss. It makes it very, very easy to do. And like I said, if you'd like a little bit more information about the rest of the strike on how to do it as a solo player or in a group on the GM difficulty, you can let me know in the comments section down below. But that is going to conclude all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to post notification, as I said before, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description box down below. If you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag #TheFinalShape or hashtag Heresy or hashtag Nightfall in the comments section down below, or a hashtag Marathon. Who knows? For another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I am Wilhelm Scream, and of course, we will see you next time.